Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for March the 27th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and after that, we'll pull one card for each sign and see how all of those energies play out together. Overall energy is showing up as what do we have? The Queen of Swords coming up in reverse. Now, the Queen of Swords in reverse for me, guys, talks about this idea of cutting off communication with someone. And this is a pretty dramatic cutoff. This is, yeah, you're not reaching me through social media. You're not reaching me on my phone. If I could stop the postal service from delivering your letters, I would. You're not reaching me through friends, family members, etc. This is, I am done, 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 done. So for some of us, this is going to be us towards somebody else. For others of us, we may be on the receiving end of it, or we may be on the witnessing side of things. Let's see how this plays out for all of us. Dun, 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 dun. Aries. Six of Swords showing up in reverse. Aries, I think that there's been something that you've kind of been cycling around that has caused some kind of toxicity. And I think that you are putting an end to any kind of opportunities to go back into that situation that's been dragging you down or holding you back. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Taurus. Here we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, Taurus. This is telling me you may be cutting off communication with somebody, but I feel like it's just a temporary deal. It's not going to be something that you're really going to stick to. And that could be for good reason, or it could not. You guys know where you are. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Death card coming up in reverse. Geminis, you're cutting off somebody who, at least you're cutting off communication with somebody who um, they this person is somebody who they know that they need to make a change and that would improve things in their lives. It would probably actually improve things for you as well, with it coming up in your reading. However, they are refusing to make those changes. And I think your cutting them off has to do with their refusal to make those changes that would actually improve their lives. You're just like, I can't talk to you. Toxic. This word toxic keeps coming up. We had it a couple of days ago as the main energy, but it keeps like coming out of my mouth for the individual signs too. I noticed that yesterday. It's happening again today. So there's definitely something, in the overall energy where we're definitely dealing with some things that are less than healthy around us for sure. All right, so that was for Gemini. Next, we're looking at Cancer. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, so there's my toxicity card, but I'm going to tell you, I like it the way it came in because this time it's in reverse. So, Cancers, this is telling me whatever you're cutting off is something that is toxic. And by cutting it off, it helps you to overcome that toxic situation in your life. So, no more communication with something that's bringing a lot of toxicity to you. Next up, we have Leo. Leo, you've got the Judgment card showing up in reverse. This just really is definitely cutting something off. Judgment card in reverse says you have an opportunity to put your energy and efforts back into something you used to put your energy and efforts into in the past. However, you're recognizing that you have better things to do with your energy and efforts now. And so you're not getting back into that old thing. That is definitely reinforced with that Queen of Swords in reverse, cutting off communication even with whatever this old thing was or anybody associated to it. Next up, we're looking at, Virgo. Virgo. Nine of Chalices showing up in reverse for those with Virgo placements. What do we have here? Virgos, I think that you've been really frustrated with the situation where you really felt like you could be offering more and doing more, and that just has not been an opportunity that's come up here. And so I think you're cutting off that situation to really find a way to offer more and do more somewhere where it is um, well received. Let's put it that way. Next up, let's look at Libra. Okay, so Libras, you guys have the 10 of Wands showing up here in reverse. Libra. 10 of Wands in reverse says you're putting down some type of responsibility. Sometimes this is walking away from a relationship. Sometimes this is putting, like maybe normally you take a kid to music practice and maybe for whatever reason the music practice is not happening today or sporting practices or whatever. Anyway, it can be any kind of responsibility. It can also even be a job too. That 10 of Wands, you can be walking away from a job with that 10 of Swords or that Queen of Swords right there across the way from it. This is just telling me that whatever this is that you're putting down this responsibility, you're also making it a clean cut. You're not going to be talking about it anymore or talking to this person anymore, either way. Okay, so who is that? That was Libra. Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. So, Scorpio, Two of Swords showing up in reverse. This just tells me that those of us with Scorpio placements are really on the fence about whether we should be cutting off communications with somebody or something or not. Really on the fence. A lot of confusion there. Not as much as, I mean, the High Priestess is the most confusion you can possibly have in the tarot, but that Two of Swords in reverse is a lot as well. It's significant. Now, looking at Sagittarius. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, Sagittarius is, I think that what's going on here is you are cutting off somebody who is a Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who's very down to earth, someone who likes to encourage and uplift others with the good that she has, someone who pays attention to how things feel, taste, smell, touch, all those details are important to her. This is somebody that you are cutting off. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a her that you're cutting off, just because it comes up as a female on the court cards, but somebody with those personality traits and attributes. Next up, we're looking at who was that? That was Sag. We're looking at Capricorn here. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, Capricorns, we're looking at something that brought you some sense of security and stability, and we see you cutting off communication with it. Spirit's saying for right now. So I feel like this is a very temporary cut for you, but you're feeling like, uh, I don't know what's going on here, why you would cut off some kind of form of security and stability, because you guys are kind of all about that. I would be really curious to hear in the comments what's going on there, why you would cut that off. Interesting. Okay, next up we're looking at Aquarius. What do we have here? Hermit card showing up in reverse. Aquarius, it looks to me like you have spent some time really kind of by yourself thinking some things through, coming up with new priorities for yourself moving forward. And one of those priorities that you've come up with as you've come out of that reclusive time is that there are certain people that you no longer want to communicate with and you will no longer communicate with. You will be taking action on that to make sure it doesn't happen. All right, next up, we're looking at Pisces. So, Pisces, we have the Six of Pentacles. Uh, what is happening here? Pisces, this is interesting. There may be somebody who is trying to pay you for a service or a product that you have provided for them. And I think you're going to say, no, no, don't pay. Take this as a gift. That's what I think is going on here. You're not allowing it. You're not allowing something to be reciprocal, not allowing that to happen today. So I think you're giving somebody a gift, hopefully in a good frame of mind. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today. I do appreciate you giving some of your precious time to watch my videos. Those of you who want a reading, I do offer readings either by phone or online, and I'm looking forward to reading for some of you today. And the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.